What's going on, you guys? So back with another video. We're gonna go over kind of what happened from yesterday into today with our trading, and I want to explain a little bit of what DeFi's got going on and what we're bringing to you guys, because it's pretty exciting for us, and we hope that it's gonna bring some excitement to you guys, and we're hoping that it's gonna help us reach a new audience. We kind of want to gear ourselves towards the beginner, but also at the same time offer that edge that experienced traders want when they're looking for content. So let's get into trading and then we'll get more into that. So start off, NAS 100, we did reject pretty good off this zone. So for me, let me turn on my moving averages. So for me, because we've now broken below this moving average, I want to see a cross happen before I start looking for any short positions. If we do get that cross, I will be looking for short positions. If not, if we break above it, then we're just going to continue looking for long positions on the NASDAQ. If you take a look at the RSI, we are getting into this oversold zone down here below the 50. And the moving average is just now getting into that 50. So we could see price do something like this here. We could see price move back up into this zone once this RSI gets a little bit more oversold and then push back down, or we could just continue to push up and then come back down, and these moving averages will continue to move to the other side. So until then, we will be waiting on the NASDAQ. Moving to the S&P 500, yesterday when I was looking at this, I said that we did have a pretty good trade here, but what I was looking for was the CB consumer confidence to come out higher than expected in order to take a trade. So where's that at? Down here. So you can see it came in 104.2, which is greater than 101.0, and we talked about how we would see the indices more than likely fall and the United States dollar, or the DXY, rise. So it came out like we wanted it to, but I just wasn't able to find an entry. Overnight, we had already started to push down and come into this candle over here. So I wasn't able to get that entry I wanted. So unfortunately, I did not get into the trade. But it did play out exactly like we wanted it to, based on the news. So for me now, for the S&P, once I get a cross here to the downside on the moving averages, I will be looking to start applying the Fibonacci to the market and looking for a new setup. We did get a cross on the RSI signaling that we're going to continue moving down. So once I get that cross on the moving averages, then I'm going to start looking for short side moves on the S&P 500. Euro USD, which we talked about yesterday, we were in a trade. We were up about 27 pips yesterday, and we did finally achieve 1R, so I was pretty happy about that. We were able to take off 25% and move our stops to break even. Once we get to 2R, we're going to take off another 25% of the trade and then move our stops to 1R. If I open up Discord, you can see what this kind of looks like when I call this out in the Discord for our premium members. And like we talked about yesterday, our Discord is free. All of our VIP features will be free until April 1st or May 1st. So if you want to get in and see what we're about and look at some of our trades and some of our education, you can get into the Discord for free right now and get access to some of that information. We're running a little bit of an Easter sale. So let's see, if I go into VIP Forex, oh, you know what? So for Euro USD, I was up about 10 pips and some news came out for Euro USD. So I did get out of the trade. And then once another news event came out, I did get back in the trade, but I did not call this out in the Discord. So unfortunately, the Discord did not get to eat off of this trade. But I currently am, and we're up about 90 pips on it roughly. So right now we're just letting the trade float. So if we move into gold, we talked about hoping that gold would move down into this J1 entry, the 61.8, but we didn't get it, unfortunately. price took off of the 50, the J2 entry, so there's really nothing we can do there. We just kind of got to wait. If price does come back down to this J1, I will look to get into a setup, but as of right now, price did take off this 50 and is moving nicely to the upside. So there's nothing really to do here on gold. If you look down here at the RSI, we are sitting on this 50 right now, and we did get a bullish cross. So essentially all that means is that this blue line, the RSI line, has moved above the moving average line. And that signals that price wants to continue to move to the upside to us. It's just another confirmation. So we're not basing all of our trading off of that. That's why we use the Fibonacci. That's why we use support and resistance lines. And that's why we use the moving averages. So it's just another confirmation, but this is telling us that price does want to continue moving up for gold. So we're just going to have to sit and wait and see a new entry come. Then USD JPY. This trade actually turned out fantastic. We took this live on the video yesterday. So we said we wanted to enter right up here off of this J1 entry, the 61.8, and price has just been moving down fantastically on this trade. Currently, we did hit 2R on this. Once we hit 50 pips, we were 50% out of the trade, and stop losses are right up here at the 1R section. So we're letting the trade ride. Once we hit 3R on this trade, which actually we did hit 3R, and stops are now at 2R. So you can see that if we come down here, you can see 3R achieved, taking 25% more off the top, moving stop losses to 2R, 50 pips in profit. So we'll keep you updated in the Discord whenever that target is reached and we're making some adjustments to the trade. We will keep you updated on what's going on. If you look at actually indices right now in here, Jaden called a fantastic trade on the NASDAQ. So he called a sell limit on NAS 100, waiting for price to come back up into the zone and to sell off. And currently, the trade is floating 4-1, and we've gotten 800 pips achieved. You can see he dropped a picture here, 3-1 when we achieved 600 pips. So that trade is actually doing really well. But yeah, we're just sitting here holding USD JPY. We're going to hold until price hits our full target, and then once price hits our full target, we'll take another 25% off and let the remainder ride out. And then moving on to GBP CAD, we are still waiting for our entry to be hit. Price has kind of been moving sideways here. In trading, we call this consolidation, if you aren't aware. So price has been consolidating for a little bit right now. You can see that the RSI line and the moving average are kind of moving together in a straight line. So what we need to see is price come back down to this entry before we get into any positions here. And once that happens, we will be entering a long position on GBP CAD. Now, to get into what we got going on for DeFi DaVinci, recently we've hired a marketing coordinator, which has been helping out a lot with our social media platforms. We've created basically an entire new brand for us when it comes to social media, and that's why we're getting a lot more of these videos out, these trade analysis and trade entry videos out, and a little bit more education, because that's what we want to base our company off of, is the education side of things. So we're getting a lot more content out, and this Sunday, so starting this Sunday, I'm partnering up with one of my buddies, and I'm going to be joining his podcast as a co-host, and we're going to have a financial section to this podcast, which all those videos will be posted into the YouTube channel for DeFi DaVinci. They'll also be posted here in the Discord. So once we have this financial section come out, we're going to be digging in really deep into what it's like to be in your 20s and want more from your finances, but not really having the education because you were never taught how to handle your money. You were never taught how to set up that 401k or get into any short-term investments or even some long-term investments. We're going to get into crypto, foreign exchange, general stock trading. We're going to get into options trading, the best places to start. So we're super excited for all of that to come out. So starting this Sunday, you will be able to see us get together and talk about our journeys in finances and what exactly we're doing to better ourselves when it comes to the money that we got in our pockets. So with that being said, right now, no new trades, just a lot of waiting. We're in this USD JPY trade, just holding it down. Same with Euro USD, just waiting for this trade to hit 2R. And yeah, S&P 500, unfortunately, we did miss that. But once we get across on these moving averages, I will be looking to go short side here on the S&P 500. So like always, thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions or just want a little bit more information, just join our Discord, like these videos, comment on these videos, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell so you get notified every time we post. It helps us out a lot, and it also lets us know what kind of content we need to make for you guys so you can get what you want from us. Thanks for watching.